This is my well pressure tank and a pressure gauge. And as you can see, when I open this valve, it shows you that I have 0 pressure in this system, but my pressure gauge still shows 50 psi. So that tells me that this is a busted pressure gauge. So in this video, I'll show you how to replace a pressure gauge. Step 1, find your electrical panel and turn off the switch for your well pump. So in my case, it's this circuit breaker right here, and I have it turned off. So in your case, it could be maybe a outlet or a switch or the circuit breaker. So before you can do any work on your system, you want to drain this pressure tank and relieve all the pressure in the system. Step 2, attach a hose to your spigot so that way you can drain the pressure tank. Then open the valve and drain the water. As you can see, I'm draining the water and I don't have any pressure drop in my gauge, which indicates that that gauge is busted and I gotta replace it. Step 3. Now that I have no pressure in the system, I can basically just take and unscrew the gauge. Now, if you didn't discharge the pressure of the water, as soon as you start unscrewing, you would have a lot of water coming out. So the pressure gauge that I'm replacing, it's 0 to 100 psi. So I got a new pressure gauge at Home Depot that is also 0 to 100 psi. And I also got a pipe thread sealant that I'll be using and some Teflon tape. So I have this thin one, which is a regular Teflon tape, and then this yellow one's a little thicker one. Because I'm going from brass to plastic or PVC, usually you want to use the lighter one, because if you have too much tape, it could damage the plastic, so you got to be careful with that. And I have a crescent wrench to tighten it up at the end. Step 4, before installing, you want to make sure that this is somewhat clean. You know, whether take a rag or your finger, make sure there's nothing in the threads that that's in the way. You can take a flat head screwdriver and, you know, make sure it's a little clean, but don't damage the threads. Here's what the new gauge looks like, nice and clean. So take your Teflon tape and you want to put it on in the same direction that you're going to be threading it on. So like, for example, I'll start like this and then go in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 to 6 wraps, and then just rip it over. And you go like that. And the reason why you want to go in this direction is because when you're tightening it, so it's not going against the direction of the tape. Then we take this goop and put a little bit on it. Maybe a lot, I don't know. Just to make sure there's enough. This kind of prevents from more leakage. And install it by screwing it into the pipe clockwise, like that. So now we turn on the circuit breaker and you can see pressure build up right away.
Check out how I replaced my garbage disposal next.